I think from the outside, it looks like a legit situation. But what I was intrigued by, Catherine, was you kind of, at some point, you threw an event at your house, but after that event, you kind of faded away. You weren't involved anymore, yet India continued. So I'm just trying to understand how that bifurcation happened.
That weekend that I hosted at my house, Nancy Salzman introduced a different type of program that struck me as deeply misogynistic, and it was very shocking to me. And that started to make me suspicious. And then you could take classes with NXIVM, or you could become a coach. And there was a tremendous amount of pressure to become a coach, so that it was no longer just a tool, a self-help tool. It became a lifestyle. And that seemed very suspicious to me, too, that people were giving up their careers and giving up relationships just to basically commit themselves 100% to this group.
So there are all these different levels, the stripe levels. So you go from one level to another level to another level. There are all these different programs within the cult. There's this program. There's Jeunesse, which is, basically a sorority for women. All these different things are happening. But you mentioned often in the series that you weren't making any money yet, that you had to get to a certain level before you made money. So my basic question is, how did they expect you to live if they weren't paying you anything and all of this was volunteer in the name of trying to become more empowered?
Good question. I mean, the way that they pitched it was as if I was investing in a practical MBA. So everything that I was doing was supposed to be bettering me so I could grow to the point where I could make money.
Ultimately, nobody makes any money except it's a pyramid scheme.
The only people that make money are the ones on the top. Yeah. But nobody else knows that because that's the way it's intended to be.
India, you saw several times that things they weren't right. Like, for example, Raniere, for those who have not seen it yet, obviously, Raniere is the guy who's called the Vanguard, who was at the top of the cult. I mean, Vanguard, geez. But anyway, so he's kissing everyone in the lips. I mean, who does that?
I know. There were things that I definitely ignored while I was there, but mostly because there was a justification for anything that you felt uncomfortable with. So even if I was going to say, like, oh, that's weird, why is he kissing those women on the lips, which I did find very strange, there was a reason for it, and that reason made sense to me within the framework of the bubble that they had built. But outside of it, it's not.
But the other thing to mention is nobody gets to meet the Vanguard until you've been funneled through a substantial amount of the coursework.
Indoctrinated.
Yeah. So by the time you meet him, he's already this on a pedestal kind of person that you think is larger than life, and he's created all of this incredible technology.